It seems like having something to prove is working out pretty well for these big game companies who are doing game showcases. Case in point, the Xbox Game Showcase. Just 1 year ago, we were talking about how I don't know how Xbox is going to survive. And honestly, this is a pretty good looking set of games, and let's just talk about it. Hi folks, it's Falcon. Join the 1% Club to get the unhinged stuff every weekend on the Falcon Show. Today on Gameranx, 10 brand new game reveals at the Xbox Game Showcase. At number 10, it is Senua, the third game in the Hellblade series. It does not contain the word Hellblade in the title. That's not something that really bothers me, although I'm sure somebody out there will be. This looks a little bit bigger in terms of what we normally expect from this series. Certainly, it's broken out of the sort of very controlled hallway of suffering structure that this series generally throws at you. Here she is apparently trapped between life and death in a version of purgatory shaped by her childhood homeland. Combat is getting a major upgrade. I think that's probably the thing that matters the most to make a third game like this. You have stealth options, you have verticality, environmental tools, different weapons, focus abilities, and it does look like a pretty big upgrade from the trailer. They were specific in highlighting that as what this game seems to be about, or why it exists rather, and she's fighting to get back to those she loved in, I guess, some version of heaven. I don't know if that is exactly right, but I don't really care. It looks great. I liked the other two games. I do think that the addition of some more meaty and real, I guess, combat is a good thing. These have always been narratively strong games, but not incredible in terms of mechanics. Still interesting and still fun, but I'm glad this is the direction the third one's going. The game is currently set for 2027. It's apparently not an exclusive. It is coming to other platforms besides Xbox, for instance, PlayStation 5. And I think it's going to be good. Another thing that would be good is if you would kindly enable notifications. I know we drop it in every video, but we're competing with a lot on the YouTube homepage nowadays, and we do have people tell us they have difficulty finding them, and the best way to counteract that is enabling notifications. So thanks for doing so. It's doing us a big favor. We hope it helps you see some stuff you want to see. Let's get back to the video. At number 9 is Spyro: A Realm Beyond. Finally, they're letting Spyro out of the nostalgia trap. We're getting a brand new freaking Spyro game being developed by Toys for Bob, the same studio behind the Spyro Reignited trilogy, and Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, which is another example of exactly what you would want for this sort of thing. And although poor Crash is trapped in Activision hell, his loss is Spyro's gain. The last mainline Spyro was 18 years ago. It was called Dawn of the Dragon back in 2008, and I don't even really remember it, if I'm completely honest with you. Those remasters that Toys for Bob did, fantastic though. And this game is currently set for spring 2027, and it'll be on Xbox Game Pass day one. And number 8, it's Doom: The Dark Ages Revelations. This is a new campaign expansion which is launching July 7th. The Doomslayer is wounded and trapped in a purgatory inside his own mind. I guess we're all going to be trapped in purgatory in our favorite upcoming games, but the big gameplay hook that they are advertising here is the Chain Spear, a new weapon designed to add more mobility and something new to master in combat. Bethesda's saying the expansion is going to be new levels, new puzzles, new demons, new mysteries, and if you've got the premium or collector's bundles for the game, it is included at no cost. If you've only got the base game though, it's a standalone add-on that's $19.99, and you can upgrade to the premium edition for $34. I am absolutely playing more Doom: The Dark Ages, yes. And number 7, Wolong 2 Wings of Ember. Team Ninja apparently didn't want to leave it at 1. I mean, they have a good formula. Historical fantasy, demons, and run it through a Souls-like. The original Wolong was a Three Kingdoms flavored Souls-like, sat somewhere between Neo and Chinese martial arts cinema. It was really aggressive, and the sequel is being pitched around an evolved Chinese martial arts, where you'll be fighting demons on battlefields of all 3 of the kingdoms. That is to say, China's in trouble. Demon trouble. The reveal trailer also showed some larger scale battles than the first game. Notable because Wolong was pretty fine throwing some pretty big battles at you with bosses, monsters, and all that. But the trailer had a few scenes that reminded me of Dynasty Warriors in density. So as of now, Wolong 2 is going to be landing early 2027 at some point, and I for one am interested. And number 6, we've got Magicians: The Devil's Deal, a brand new reveal from Uppercut Games and Focus Entertainment, and that title is doing a lot of work. All I gotta say. Obviously, the game is not about pulling rabbits out of hats, but rather bargaining with the old devil and wandering through a twisted realm called Theaterland. The Sixth Axis describes the game as looking pretty Bioshocky, stylish, strange. The architecture is both of those things, I guess. And you're going to be dealing with some magical combat and apparently the devil himself at some point. Magicians: The Devil's Deal is currently planned for 2027. And number 5 is Vivarium, a cozy life sim of the hand-drawn variety coming from Studio Meadowflower. It's the kind of life sim where everything's all warm, nostalgic, and charming, and I don't know if you speak video game language, but that usually means there is some kind of a horrible secret, or twist, or monkey wrench, or something. But you're 11-year-old Jenny, you're living inside a terrarium world. The summer never ends, it's cel-drawn, anime, very pretty art. But what really sticks out is this bizarre, please relax, nothing is wrong here energy, which of course means something is wrong. They don't tell you anything about anything being wrong here. There is, of course, some kind of a hidden truth. What it is, I don't know. But I do like the idea of a life sim mystery thing that is kind of lying about what it is in certain ways. That intrigues me. This one is going to launch next year. And number 4 is Bad Magpie, a brand new nuisance bird game. You remember Goose Game? We haven't had a good nuisance bird game since. This is actually the debut game from an indie studio called Milktooth. You're a one-winged magpie. You basically immediately create problems. But it's not just Goose Game, but different bird. It's actually kind of a sadder thing. Like the grounded magpie is chasing the shadows of its departing flock. So, not only are you going to mess everything up, but you're also going to be sad. Bad Magpie is coming 2027. And number 3, Minecraft Dungeons 2, the sequel to Mojang's blocky action RPG spin-off where mining and crafting are politely escorted out of the building, and you basically do some Diablo-style loot grinding. And to be clear, it's good. I enjoy it. It is kind of baby's first Diablo. It's accessible, and it's fun. If you got kids, it's probably even better. Good way to play something Diablo-ish together, I would say. This one is actually not going to be too far off. Although September is shaping up to be a very packed month for gaming, this is going to land September, and I have a feeling it'll get swallowed up in the Control Resonance and the various other games. But still, the first one was fun. I'm sure this one will also be fun. And number 2 is Persona 6. Cannot tell you how happy I am to say the words Persona 6. It has been a very long time since Persona 5. It teases a darker tone. There's imagery like tombstones and moodier presentation, but of course it was not a highly explanation-oriented look at Persona 6. It was more like Persona 6 is a thing that's real, and now you know that. It was not the full meal. This was absolutely an advertiser, and I'm fine with that because I know it's coming. When it's coming, I don't know, but I know it's coming. Finally, I know for certain that Persona 6 is coming. And finally, frickin' Crazy Taxi World Tour. We've known they're rebooting Crazy Taxi for a while now, but to actually see it, oh, am I hyped. They were very smart to bring back the Offspring's All I Want and bring in the ya, because I don't think anybody can think of Crazy Taxi without thinking of that. But there's now more than just doing taxi stuff. You're going to be fishing, you're doing pizza delivery, there's going to be a story campaign spanning 5 unique cities, there's going to be online multiplayer racing, car customization, and of course classic mode, which is that crazy arcade nonsense that we all know and love. This is a game that hit arcades in 1999. It landed on Dreamcast in 2000, and the last new one was Crazy Taxi 3 High Roller, which released on Xbox 22 years ago. I could not be happier with what we saw of Crazy Taxi World Tour. I'm really happy to play it. It's going to launch next year. And I, of course, do have some bonus stuff for you. Of course, there is a gameplay demo now of Gears of War E-Day. It's an Xbox exclusive, not coming to PS5. It is going to be landing on October 6th. I am super excited to play the demo. FABLE also showed up, now has a release date. It's going to come out on February 23rd next year, with the premium edition having early access on the 18th. This one is coming to Xbox, PC, and PS5, so it's not an exclusive. Halo Campaign Evolved, another remake of Halo Combat Evolved, with a new 3-mission prequel arc called Operation Meteorite, is confirmed for July 28th. That one's going to be out on PlayStation, which is just strange. State of Decay 3 finally returned. There is some actual gameplay shown off. We have a 2027 release window. They're aiming for a shared world co-op survival experience with settlement building, crafting, open world exploration, and 4-player co-op. Valor Mortis also got a new trailer and a release date of September 24th. It's a first-person action Souls-like from One More Level, the studio behind Ghost Runner. It's set in a supernatural version of the Napoleonic Wars. Looks pretty cool. Clockwork Revolution, as you know, has been talked about a lot over the last couple of years. We got a new trailer for that. That is confirmed for 2027. And in terms of consoles, this one is an Xbox exclusive. Finally, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 showed off its new DMZ extraction mode, because I guess we need something extraction related. I don't know. I don't know what to say to you about whether Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 needs an extraction mode, but it will have one. That's all I've got for you today. Leave us a comment, let us know what you think. If you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week. Best way to see them first is, of course, a subscription, so click subscribe. Don't forget to enable notifications, and as always, we thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. Join the 1% Club. Get the Falcon Show every weekend. We'll see you next time, right here on Gameranx.